So let's get started. So did you all log into Telegram like I asked you all to?
Yes.
Okay, great, great. So today we'll be creating a Telegram bot. Has anyone created a Telegram chatbot yet, or a WhatsApp chatbot, or just a regular chatbot on N8 and even anything like that so far? Have you done that so far?
To be honest, I haven't done.
No.
No.
Okay, that's great. Then this will be a very useful session because after this session you'll be able to start creating your own Telegram chatbots. You can create an astrologer chatbot, a meditation chatbot. Like the process is the same, only the prompt changes. Once you know the Telegram input, the AI agent processing, and then the Telegram output, you can basically alter the prompt to be anything you want it to be. So today we can stick to maybe a meditation bot, for example. Like this is a chatbot to which if you ask questions, it'll guide you through meditation techniques or just help you control your breathing or manage stress and anxiety at work. And if you are like facing any troubles in your workplace, you can just message it and it'll tell you exactly how to deal with it from a mindset and mental standpoint. So with that, let's get started. I'm going to share my screen. All right. So put a thumbs up into the chat if you can see my screen. Great, great. All right. So I assume everyone has been able to log into their Telegram on their web browser. So do you see the same screen on your side as well that I'm sharing? Basically, your Telegram should be open on your web browser. That's it.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So step number one is that
Sir, is it sir, one thing? Sir,
yeah.
it's a WhatsApp in web?
Sorry.
Is it a WhatsApp in web? You are referring Telegram?
No, Telegram. Wait,
Okay.
I'll send the link to you. Do you have a Telegram account?
No, 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 no.
Okay, so just download Telegram on your phone. It'll ask you for a mobile number. It'll send you an OTP, and you'll be able to like create it. It's just this very similar to WhatsApp, but it's just much easier to create bots and everything on Telegram because WhatsApp has a very long process when you want to get its API. You need to do like face recognition and whatnot. And on Telegram, it's super simple. And Telegram is a lot more secure also because a lot of people prefer building their tech stack and chatbots and all company wide chatbots on Telegram. So that's why we are using Telegram right now. So I just send the link on chat. Go on that or just download Telegram on your mobile and set your account up by putting your number. Same process as WhatsApp. It's not very different from it. It'll take you like 1 or 2 minutes maximum. And once you do that, click on the link and open it on your web browser, and then your Telegram will open up like this. And so yeah, you do that. The rest of y'all go over to your search bar and type this BotFather, BotFather, because BotFather is that entity on Telegram that will allow you to create. They'll give you the Telegram token, access token. You need an access token from Telegram to be able to create Telegram bots. So that you will get through BotFather. So search for BotFather and it looks something like this with a verified tick mark. 3514526 users. Click on that and let me know once the BotFather is open at your end. Put a thumbs up into the chat once your BotFather is open. Great. So now that you have opened the BotFather, do you see something like this? At the very start, it will tell you that these are all the things that I can do and this and that. So basically, what you have to do is that you have to go over to the very beginning of this conversation, and there is something that says /new bot. So just sorry, copy that, come down into the chat and send it to BotFather /new bot. Send it. So now it will say, what are we going to call it? So give your bot some name. So I'm going to give it N8N Telegram bot and press enter. And then it'll say it needs to be something like underscore bot. It needs to end the username that you pick. It needs to end with an underscore bot. So whatever name you gave, copy and paste that again. Put an underscore bot at the end of it. Press enter, and then it might say that this username is already taken. So try a different variation. So say for example, an 8 and Telegram bot at 123 underscore bot. Okay, so see now this username was available. So it has gone ahead and created a bot for us which you can access by pressing this link over here. And this is sorry. And underneath that, it has given us the access token, which we'll be putting into N8N. So did was everyone able to reach this point so far? There are 8 participants, but I only have updates from 2 of y'all. So please, the rest of y'all, please put into the chat. Let me know. Share a screenshot of where you are stuck. Unmute yourself. Do something, because otherwise we won't be able to proceed. And this is a very simple. I haven't done anything difficult or complicated yet. This is like a 2-step process, 3-step process, which, like I said, takes 2 to 3 minutes max. As and when you guys are able to create a bot, just put a thumbs up into the chat so that I know. So at least if 3 or 4 people were able to do, I can proceed. Because yeah, because we haven't even started building the chatbot yet. This is only the prerequisite setup. And guys, please understand, this is a very simple AI chatbot that we are building. There is absolutely no complication in this. And this is only to get you used to things like access tokens, things like API calls, this and that. What we are building right now is a theoretical, like an academic use case. Now, this is not something that you will do in the industry or in your job or in your business, and you'll get like money for it. This is like very basic stuff. It's only to get you hands on with different apps. Yesterday we explored Gmail and AI agents. Today we're exploring Telegram and AI agent. Yesterday was an email reply agent. Today is a chatbot. So like this, if you build 5 6 basic things, you will get a hand of different APIs, different apps, how API tokens work, how access tokens work, where to set a credentials up, where to give permissions and access to, and who to give it to. All these things you learn in these basic automations that we build. Then we'll take all that and actually build industry-wide applications and things that will actually like pay you for getting them executed. So again, these are super simple things. Shouldn't take more than a few minutes. Let's get this going, guys. Hurry up. Let's get this bot created. It shouldn't take too long. For those who are still stuck, you can watch the recording. This is a very simple process. It doesn't take more than a few minutes. So yeah, let's get going now. So yeah, now that we have the bot created and the access token, right? So now I want you to basically click on this link where the bot is. So it'll take you to the bot, and just hit start. So that way you will be able to start the conversation with your bot, and then go back to your bot father. Copy this access token that you see, right? Just copy it. Make sure there's no spaces or anything like that. Control C. Go into your N8N. Remember we explored credentials yesterday. Go into credentials. Click on create credential. Type Telegram over here. And in the access token field, paste what you just copied from Telegram. Name your Telegram credential as Telegram default or something that makes sense, because like we discussed yesterday, it's super important to be organized from the very start. And hit save. Make sure you get this connection tested successfully message and close. How many of y'all were able to create a credential like this? Amazing, amazing. Sumit is done. Let's see, 1 or 2 more people. If they say confirm, I can proceed. All right. What about the rest? Is anyone stuck somewhere, or is were y'all able to create the credential? What the rest? Telegram credential done. Okay, great. So now let's get started with actually building out the bot, right? So as you remembered yesterday, right? Yesterday we created an email reply agent with Gmail, where the first node was a Gmail trigger, which means if you got an email in your Gmail account, then that would kickstart the workflow by running the AI agent and replying to that email that you got. So that Gmail trigger was the starting point of the workflow. Over here, since we are using Telegram, our trigger has to be a Telegram trigger. So click on this plus icon, like the first step, search for Telegram over here, select Telegram, and then there'll be triggers and there'll be actions. So on triggers, it should be on message, because you'll be talking to you'll be messaging your chatbot and also on the message received, trigger on message, the workflow should get initiated. So you can name this as Telegram trigger, and your credentials should reflect what you just set up as your Telegram credentials in your credentials section of N8N. So make sure this is in place. Telegram credentials, trigger on message, and rename this as Telegram trigger, and just hit outside and hit save. How many of you all were able to take this first step? Great. All right. So now just to test this, right? Go back to your Telegram, open your bot that you just created, right? And over here, go back, click execute workflow, and it'll say waiting for trigger event. Now go back to your Telegram and say hi to this bot. Send a hi to this bot. Go back and see if your Telegram trigger is taking that message and returning an output or not. This is a test whether or not if your bot is connected to your N8N. What we just did is connected to our bot to our N8N through the access token in our credentials section, and then we sent the bot a message to see if that message is being reflected on your N8N canvas. So were you able to get your message into the N8N canvas like this? Put a yes. Amazing, amazing. Great. So this is literally your first step done. You've connected your Telegram with your N8N. Now, what you need to do is that you need to take this message and again send it to an AI agent and tell the AI agent what to do with that message. So over here, I'm gonna open this up. I'm gonna see the entire JSON canvas. I'm gonna go back, hit the plus button, and over here I'm gonna type AI agent like we discussed yesterday. Define below needs to be, and in the prompt you can, yeah, so over here you can decide, do you want this to be a customer success chatbot, this can be a customer complaint chatbot, it can be a meditation bot, it can be like a therapist, whatever the case may be, right? Whatever you want this chatbot to act like, in the prompt you can say, and the prompt you can get again from ChatGPT. You don't even need to think through what the prompt should be. So just go on to ChatGPT and ask it to give me a prompt that I can copy and paste in markdown format in my AI agent in N8N. This prompt should make the AI agent act like a meditation guru from ancient India. And you can be as creative or descriptive or just simple with your prompts, right? I'm just giving this an example. I'm just using an example over here that I want my bot to be an ancient Indian meditation bot. So that's why like I've given it that. You can ask ChatGPT to give you a prompt of anything really. So see, it's giving me all this. Now I'll just copy this, go back to my Telegram, I mean my N8N, and paste it in my prompt. And then I'll attach a chat model like we discussed yesterday, because without the brain, the AI agent can't do much. So since we have our OpenAI API key, we are going to be using OpenAI chat model and select GPT 4.1 mini because again, like we discussed yesterday, it's one of the most value for money models. If you use GPT-5, it consumes a lot of tokens for an output that may not be that much better in quality as compared to 4. So select 4.1 mini, go back and hit save. How many of y'all were able to do this? And rename your AI agent as, I'm going to call it my meditation agent. You can call it anything that you've created for your Telegram. So, how many of y'all were able to get to this point? Is this part done, the AI agent part? Then, when you run it, you'll get some kind of an output. So, yeah, were you all able to get to this point? Just, I'm doing a quick temperature check before proceeding. Anyone stuck? Does anyone need some help with how to get the prompt from ChatGPT? Is that why y'all are stuck? Or tell me what's the problem? Rename your workflow also. Guys, I don't know. I can't help you all if you all don't tell me where you are stuck. Okay, Sumit is with me. That's good. Sumit, were you able to get the output on the AI agent? Once you ran it, you were able to get this output from it like this? Okay, amazing. So Sumit is with me. What about the rest, guys? This is super simple. It shouldn't take very long. But okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and proceed then. So once your AI agent is running, you're getting an output. What you want to do is, because this is a chatbot, right? A chatbot is only as good as the memory context it has. So you are on chat GPT right now, you ask it one question, then you ask it the next question, and in the same chat you go on having a full conversation with it. How is it able to retain that entire context and that entire conversational frame with you? Because it has like a memory in place, it has a strong foundational memory which helps it recognize what's going on in this chat and what the conversational context is for me to be answering very detailed, specific questions that solves users' problems. So even in this case, we need a memory in our AI agent to help us with the same thing. So under memory, click on the plus icon, and then for the first thing that you'll see is something called simple memory. So click on that, and same thing says define below, in which you will have to drag and drop. You have to drag and drop the chat ID essentially, because this particular chat ID is what it'll hold as context and keep responding to you, and keep responding to you appropriately, right? If you ask it one meditation question, it'll answer that. If you ask it one more question of what it answered you, then it'll go that deeper. If you don't put this memory, then if you ask it one question, then it'll give you an answer. Then if you ask it a question regarding that answer, it'll just give you something completely different because it has no memory context. So that is something that you have to set over here. So context window length, you can keep it as 5 or just keep it as 10. This is basically the number of the last 10 messages is what it'll hold as context while giving you responses. So yeah, you can keep it as 5, 10, 20. Any of these numbers should be more than enough for the Telegram bot that we are building, right? So once that's done, just go ahead and hit save and run this one more time so that the memory also runs with the AI agent. And that way you have your Telegram node, your AI agent with the chat model and the memory fully configured. So we're all able to add the memory node to your AI agent. Make sure you hit save. Is the memory part done, guys? Okay, so for HP it's done. Sumit, all right, let me see what your screenshot is like. No, no, no. So your chat ID should be, so first of all, go to your session ID where it says connected chat trigger node. Select that as defined below. And once you do that, then drag and drop the chat ID in that field, and under that put 10, like over here. Define below, key should be the chat ID from underneath, and then context window length should be 10. Great, great. No problem, Sumit. All good. Can we add multiple chat model? Are you talking about memory, Mohammed? Then multiple chat model. Oh, you mean like the LLM? No, no. You can add like one at a time. It can either be OpenAI or it can be Gemini, because you only have one brain, right? Same thing with AI agents. They need one brain to decide how to perform their tasks. So the brain that we've given it is OpenAI because we have its API key. But yeah, it can be Gemini, it can be Anthropic, any of these, as long as you have their API keys or their access tokens or the, yeah, basically you, as long as they're configured and set up on a n8n instance, you can use any of those, but not all of them. All right, so now we are literally done with almost 80% of this entire AI automation. Because now, so if you look at it from a business standpoint, right, we are sending a message to our Telegram bot. It's going into n8n, it's getting processed with an AI agent, and the memory is also getting stored, and that's how the conversational context is staying maintained. And now we need to bring this message back into our Telegram as a response to ourselves from this bot. Correct? Because we've asked this question of bot. Now the bot should also tell us the answer to it. And it should, be like a conversation. So for that, the next node is again going to be a Telegram node, but a slightly different action. So we initially we selected, like on message trigger, Telegram trigger, or on message. Now what we are going to do is we are going to go down under message actions, and there'll be an option that says send a text message. This is what we want to go ahead and select. So make sure you do that, and it'll open up another Telegram node like this, where your credential will be set up, your resource will be message, your operation will be send message, and then it'll ask for a chat ID. So the same thing that we did with memory, right? Over here we need to drag and drop the chat ID as the chat ID in the chat ID field, and in the text we need to drag and drop the AI agent's output, like that. Drag and drop, because this is what your response is. Your Telegram bots, your AI agent's response to your question is stored in this dynamic variable, which is the JSON output, which you can drag and drop from the AI agent node. And the chat ID is basically from the previous node, which is the Telegram trigger, and chat and ID, and drag and drop that in the chat ID field. And that's it. Click on, and you can rename this as Send telegram message, and then hit execute step and see if it works. So over here, it has gone ahead. And if I go back to my telegram, I've gotten a response. Comes hi. So I'm like, hi. And it's like, okay, come settle gently into this moment, this, that, allow your awareness to rest softly. So this is like a meditation bot, like I asked it to be, correct? So now our entire N8N and Telegram flow is working perfectly well. I'm sending it a message, it's processing it and sending me a reply back. Is everyone on the same page as me right now? Was everyone able to get to this send Telegram message node and make it working? Yeah. Sumit, were you able to get it working? The send Telegram message part? Okay, great, great. Now we need to test it. Now what we did was we've pressed this execute, execute, execute. This is not how it works. How it should work is that I should just type a question over here and this should reply to me automatically. I shouldn't have to look at N8N at all. N8N is my backend processing engine. This is not something, my front end is Telegram. So this is not something that I should be operating as a user, correct? Because as a user, all I really care about is my front end. I ask it a question, it tells me what to do, how to do this and that. I shouldn't be concerned with operating any of this backend engine elements to be able to make this work. So from yesterday's session, can anyone tell me what I should do so that I don't have to press this execute workflow button every single time I want to run my AI automation? Can anyone tell me? We did this yesterday, by the way. We covered it yesterday. So if you all were there and if you remember, you can put it into the
Now we
chat.
have to activate it.
That's it. You nailed it. Who was that? So Sumit, who gave that answer? Sumit. That's great, man. So Sumit, you remember? Yeah. Mohammed, that's right. Active. So everyone else, yeah, keep that in mind. Anytime you want to make a workflow go live, enable this activate toggle that's at the very top and select got it. Just close this for the time being. All right. So now once this is active, now let me go back to my Telegram and be like, hello, I'm facing work stress issues and anxiety problems because my boss is toxic and I feel overwhelmed with the work I've been given. What should I do? Look at that. Without me having to lift a finger, it basically ran this AI automation and in 2 seconds it got back to me with a response. Rest now. Notice the breath without shaping. Let your mind soften like petals in this silence, this and that. Now I'll be like, okay, this is too robotic. Please sound like a human being and tell me what to do. Give me the number one breathing technique to come and control. Let your breath find its own way, not force, not hell. Watch it come and go. How do I maintain silence in my head? Bring the attention gently to the breath, neither cash or push. Each breath is a bridge. Thoughts arise. So you get it, right? Now we've literally created a bot that can, and you can do this for anything. You can do it for your company. You can create a customer service or a customer complaints bot or customer's query or FAQ bot, frequently answered questions, where all you have to do is change the prompt to your company's name and your company details and everything else. And in your memory, you can like upload like a database of your company's documents and whatever, and connect it to your Telegram and like put Telegram bot on your website so that anytime someone comes onto your website and asks that chatbot a question, it'll use Telegram and N8N to wire up answers and send it to them, which will resemble your company's products, offerings, services, or anything like that. And yeah, you can do this for anything. This can be like a cooking assistant. If you need help with recipes, if you're stuck somewhere, you can create a bot like this, and you can also enable like image properties. If I send this an image, I don't think it'll be able to process it. Let's see what it does. So for example, if I send it this particular image, tell me about this image. Okay, so then it's just gonna give a standard answer regarding your because it's a meditation bot, right? We've given it explicit instructions not to talk about or answer anything else in our prompt. So yeah, that's really the idea of creating Telegram chatbots. They're super simple to do. We saw it took us just a few minutes to set up our BotFather Telegram bot and then bring that over to NA10 and then actually putting this into place. How many of y'all were able to get to this point? Is there anyone that is still stuck somewhere? Did everyone else also create a meditation bot as well, or did you all create something else? Can anyone share what did they create? A meditation bot or some other kind of a bot? Okay, that's awesome. Are you getting like good responses, Sumit? Okay, great. That's awesome. What about the rest? There are 8 people in this chat, but only one or two are actively engaging. So I don't know if everyone's understood, if everyone's able to do or not.
Just wanted to understand one more thing,
Yeah.
because I'm into real estate business. So if I want to add my brochures and videos and pictures, so
Hmm.
how do I store over those things?
Yeah. So in that case, what you'll have to do is you'll have to integrate a vector database like a Supabase. So if I open this up, if I type Supabase, so Supabase is a no-code vector database that that'll help you like add other kinds of media like images, videos, and whatnot. And you'll have to create that, and then you'll have to get rows from the Supabase instance onto your NA10. So yeah, when you move from purely text-based media to like images and videos, there's a few different other APIs and a few different additional steps that come into the picture.
So
Okay.
basically, that I will be adding in the memory.
No, that won't be. That'll be a node like this. It'll be a
Oh,
Supabase
okay.
node. And if I click on memory, say I
Mm.
delete this, I open up memory. Memory also has like MongoDB chat memory, PostgreSQL chat memory. So yeah, these are a few other means and ways of like again, but it says stores
Maybe.
chat history. It says yeah, stores chat history. So it may or may not support images and videos based on its capabilities. Yeah. But your Supabase node will definitely like help you get there.
Well, Superbase will act as a rack kind of concept here.
That is true. Yep.
So means all the vector database they are having current different nodes for anything, right?
Basically. So Supabase has Airtable also has yeah, see Airtable is there, Supabase is there. So yeah, all of these vector databases you can use as a RAG element to your AI automations to make them more industry ready. Yeah.
So more or less, I need to. It should be like a folder given name and all those things, right?
In
Because
Sup
because example, I have let's say 5 projects. The AI agent should understand where customer is asking for which particular project.
That's right. That's right. So that will be part of your prompt. For example, like your prompt will say that if an image comes from the user, then refer to the images folder. If a video comes from the user, refer to the video folder. If it's a text-based input, then just answer like a natural conversation flow. So that'll be part of your AI agent prompt.
Oh, all right, got it.
So in that case, we need to add the tools into that particular Superbase or vector database, right?
Yeah, you need to add your artifacts like your data, your company's data into those because databases store data. That's what they're used
So
for.
the interface will be connected with tools, right?
Or tool, this one.
Yeah.
So
No,
it
you
says
said
work with
yeah.
a
Mm.
data in Supabase vector store. Or it can be through tools or it can be a separate node.
Okay.
But
Okay.
tool is basically you can only do one over here, right? Because it's directly connected to the AI agent. So if you only have one, so like this particular Telegram node, we could have used as a tool, for example, or a Gmail node, we could have used as a tool. But when you have like multiple outputs, Telegram, LinkedIn, YouTube, then you have to use individual nodes for each of them. But yeah, you can use it as part of the tool also.
And let's say one more doubt. I have been using my Telegram from past 10 years.
Hmm.
Okay. There is a huge data where I have been replying to my customers and everyone.
Hmm.
And there are the kind of replies that usually I used to give to my customers. So
Right.
those can we recover those things and put it in AI agent?
Yes. So what you'll have to do is that you'll have to take all of as many chats as you possibly can, right? Of all those 10 years, you
Mm-hmm.
just copy paste all the possible chats that you can into a text document like that
Mm-hmm.
and convert that into a JSON and then paste that
Mm-hmm.
JSON in your prompt. And ask your AI agent prompt to refer to this JSON while replying to your users, so that it has the conversational context and your voice embedded into it.
Sure.
Yeah, you can
So
do that through by putting it into the prompt itself, or you can also do that by introducing like a memory of those other vector databases that we talked about.
all right. All right. Fine. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, no worries.
For vector database in N8 we have different kind of nodes, like
Yep, yep. So Supabase, if I click on that, it'll show you create a row. So through anytime you can create rows in your databases, delete rows, get rows from them, and use that data in your anytime to reply to your to your Telegram instance. So yeah, you can do quite a lot of things.
oh, let's say I want to save couple of videos and images in vector database. For what are the nodes available in N8?
So you'll have to create a Supabase account,
Okay.
and in that you'll have to store your media, and
Okay.
then you'll have to call that media into anytime through the Supabase node. So like this, create a row, or if we do like get rows, then you have to set up your credentials once you create an account and everything, and then your data will appear over here, and you have to put your table name or ID, and then hit execute steps, so then it'll fetch data from Supabase into your anytime instance. So this is just one example, but you can do quite a lot of different things with it.
And one more doubt. We are talking about simple memory up to 10 chats.
10 chats.
Because on a regular basis, we chat with more than 10 to 50 customers a day.
No, this
So
was 10 chats with the same user. So this 10 chats in the same window. So my first message, second message, third, fourth, like this. So like that will take the last 10 messages as the conversational window per
Mhm.
chat.
so it doesn't repeat the same thing, you mean to say.
No, it basically maintains my last. So I asked it to give me one breathing technique. So it gave me this. And then similarly with the next thing that I asked, and then so on and so forth. So each of these messages that I sent, right, is this context window length.
Okay.
Yeah, in one chat. So this applies to every chat that it has with every person.
Okay. That can be increased with any numbers. It will not impact my.
Yes, yes, it can.
All right, sure. Thank you.
Is there anyone still stuck at any of these points? We have successfully created a Telegram chatbot today, guys. If you had never created a chatbot, then today is your day. Like you have gone ahead and created a chatbot on N8N with Telegram, and then yesterday we created an email reply agent, which was also an AI agent. So in 2 days, you've created two AI automations. One is an email reply agent. Second one is a Telegram chatbot. So yeah, you've come a good way in just 2 days of learning N8N. And it's good to get started with simple things like these, because now you have an idea of what AI agents are, how to prompt them, how to get the prompt, how to get the access token and APIs and set them up in your credentials. These are the things that will actually help you scale your AI automation to industry specific use cases, and actually help you get ahead. But yeah, your foundations and basics should be crystal clear, and that's why we're focusing on the simple stuff initially. So yeah, I think we are done for today's session. You can use WhatsApp, you can use WhatsApp is also there, Telegram is there. You can actually even build, let me just get rid of this. You can just, there's a chat node in N8, and if I click on this, there's a chat trigger. So if you type chat trigger, and if you just all you don't care about Telegram or anything, all you want to do is create a chatbot which is native to N8N, then you just need a chat trigger node and an AI agent connected to it. And once you prompt this, I'm just gonna take the same prompt for now. And below, if I hit save, and if I open chat, and if I write hi, need to put a brain. So open AI. So can you see? This is basically like and the output is over. Sit quietly, feel the weight of the body, this and that. So this is a chatbot that I just created in literally 1 minute on N8N. I'm not using Telegram or anything over here. You can use N8N's chat trigger to create a chatbot that works inside of N8N itself without having to integrate with Telegram. I just showed you Telegram integration because it's more like user friendly and more, and it's very simple to understand, and also a lot of people do use Telegram, so it's a very common use case. But if you don't need Telegram, you can literally just create a chatbot within N8N by using two nodes. The first one is chat trigger, second one is AI agent, and that's it. So yeah, you can use Telegram, WhatsApp, you can use the chat trigger inside of Telegram, and yeah, you can use let's see what else is there. WhatsApp is there, WhatsApp. Yeah, I think those are your options. Okay, great. So that's it. If there's any more questions, please let me know. Otherwise, we are good to wrap for today's session. Put a thumbs up into the chat if you think this was helpful. Amazing. Great. No problem. I appreciate it. All right.